In Joshua chapter 6 and 7, you see this incredible up and incredible down for the people of Israel. They go from this unexpected victory to this unexpected defeat. In Joshua chapter 6, they come up against the city of Jericho. It's a huge city, big walls, lots of people, really scary place. And God gives them the world's strangest battle plan. Joshua is told to walk around the city in complete silence, to lead the people around in complete silence, and just march. Not exactly a show of military strength, not exactly flexing your muscles, not exactly just making a lot of noise. Just keep your mouth shut and move. God tells Joshua that the enemy was defeated before the fights even started. So Joshua and the children of Israel walk around the city, and they walk around the city, and they walk around the city, and they keep their mouth shut, and the walls come down, because they always do. When we listen and act in audacious faith, the walls always come down, and that's what happened. Joshua fought the battle of Jericho, and God did some amazing things. So this totally unexpected victory, and God fought the battle for them. And the battle was already won before they even stepped out. But because they stepped out in audacious faith, they got to be a part of it. As Christians, we also fight against a defeated enemy. Jesus defeated the enemy on the cross, but the battle still rages. We get to still be a part, even though it's got a prearranged outcome that we know. We still need to act on audacious faith. We still need to listen and do exactly what God tells us to do. Now, one of the things that God told the children of Israel to do with Jericho was He wanted everything about that first victory to be set apart for Him. So He wanted everything to be destroyed, everything in the city to be destroyed, okay, for them not to take anything for themselves. In Joshua chapter 7, we see this unexpected defeat. They come out. Israel is hyped up. They've just won this huge victory against Jericho. And they come against this little bitty backwoods town of Ai. Okay, I love that name. Ai, God, what do you want us to do about Ai? Ai. And here they come up against Ai, and it shouldn't be any problem. It's just this little bitty city. They send spies out. The spies say, we can definitely take it. We don't even need the varsity. We can send the junior varsity SWAT, and they can take care of it. They set out, and they go, and they get whooped, okay? They get soundly defeated, according to the Bible, and 36 men die. And the rest are as scared as little girls, and they're just screaming. They don't know what happened. Here, Jericho, this big bad city, they took it, but this little bitty city called Ai, they can't take it. And they're wondering what happened. And it turns out one man had sinned, and his sin affected everyone. One man named Achan. Achan had taken a robe and some coins and a gold bar when God had said, don't take anything. God had said, it all belongs to me, set it all apart for me. Achan had taken some stuff. And because of his sin, it turns out one bad apple does affect the whole bunch. Because of his sin, it affected his family, and his family is wiped out. His family tree is uprooted, and they don't hear from him anymore, because sin is never just a personal thing. It always affects others. Our sin is never just a personal thing. It always is going to trickle out. It's always going to affect other people around us. And verse 1 clearly defines the problem. Israel violated the instructions about the things set apart for the Lord. We've all got things in our life that are meant to be set apart for the Lord. What are those things? Examine your life and say, what are the things that I need to set apart for God? And are they set apart? And look for those unexpected victories. Avoid the unexpected defeats by listening to God and acting in audacious faith. God bless you guys. Giddy up.